Come with me today on my exciting stay at the iconic Marina Bay Sands Hotel in Singapore. I will show you the hotel, my room, and of course, the infinity pool on the 57th floor looking out onto Marina Bay. Overlooking Singapore's Marina Bay, and arguably its most iconic building, the Marina Bay Sands Hotel has over 2,500 hotel rooms. It also has a 120,000 square metre convention centre and a 74,000 square metre shopping mall. Most impressively of all though, is the 57th story infinity pool, which at 150 metres in length is 3 times the length of an Olympic swimming pool and has a capacity of nearly 4,000 people. At the time of its completion in 2010, the Marina Bay Sands Hotel was the most expensive property in the world, costing nearly $5.5 billion to construct. And you can see why when you look at it. It's an architectural marvel. Looking at it from a distance outside, you don't fully appreciate the scale of this hotel. What you're looking at here is just one lobby of one tower of a building. There are 3 of these. It's huge. As I was staying in November 2024, they'd already started to put up the Christmas decorations. This was some sort of modern take on a Christmas tree. I kinda liked it, but it's not for everybody. They had some smaller versions nearby if you wanted to take a photo with them. In the atrium, there are a number of restaurants and retail shops for you to have some food, drink, breakfast, or do some shopping while you're there. They've also put up a lot of these very small Christmas trees, just to bring the festive spirit to the hotel at this time of year. The hotel directly connects to the shopping mall as well as a casino, and also to Singapore's MRT, which is its own version of an underground train system, like the subway or London Tube. When I went to check in, the queue wasn't too bad. I've been in this hotel a few times before and I've seen it far worse. From when I entered the queue to when I had my room key was maybe 10 to 15 minutes maximum. My room was in Tower 3 of the hotel. They have hotel rooms in each of the 3 towers. I headed up in the lift to my room, which was on the 5th floor. I really liked the look of these lifts. They were very tastefully done and featured some sort of marble background, which is a change from the usual mirrors you get in lifts. Upon coming out of the lift, it was only a short walk to my room. I was staying in room 517, which is just round the corner here. I'll speed this bit up, so as not to bore you. The room I was staying in was a premier Gardens by the Bay view room. This is 1 level above the standard entry-level rooms. The hotel does have much larger rooms for the look out onto Marina Bay, but they cost a lot more, and to be honest, looking at this view, I really couldn't complain. It was beautiful. It looked even better at night. I'll show you that later on in the video. The room was a fairly decent size. You certainly wouldn't feel cramped in here. Although being over 14 years old, it looked maybe a little bit dated in some areas. But still, nothing to complain about. The bed was a king-size bed, and the linen on it was absolutely comfortable. ironed to perfection, and really, really good to sleep in. The side of the bed was a real win for this hotel. In addition to having a universal power socket, it had 4 USB-A style connectors, so you could charge all of your devices at night. This was replicated on both sides of the bed, so you and your partner will have no problem charging everything you want to bring with you. The hotel also provided free complimentary bottles of water, and more were available on request. Sorry, I should have said 4. I realised when I took that earlier clip that I'd already drunk one. The room featured this sort of Ottoman-style sofa. It was quite comfortable, but took up a disproportionate amount of space in the room. I'd have been perfectly happy if they'd have replaced this with a standard chair, to be honest with you. An espresso machine was provided in the room, which I think is a standard for 5-star hotels these days. Although impressively, they gave 4 capsules, none of which were decaf. For those of you that have watched my videos before, you'll know it's a bugbear of mine when hotels provide too many decaf coffees and not enough regular. This was okay by my book. Interestingly, and as a bonus, the minibar was complimentary. Only non-alcoholic drinks and snacks were included, but hey, this is a welcome change to minibars that typically tend to rip you off. Inside the drawer, there was a bunch of sugar, coffee creamer, as well as 5 bags of tea, which were actually very tasty and of very high quality. These potato chips and oriental mix were included. Within the minibar, there were a further 2 bottles of water, a Coke, a Sprite, an orange juice, and an apple juice. Again, no alcohol, but to have this free, it was perfect for when you just wanted a drink or a snack to top you up before you went out. Well done for the hotel for offering this. The room also featured a very large, high-quality desk should you need to do any work during your stay. The chair was comfortable, and I did use this for an hour or 2, and I had no problems with my back. The room only featured a shower, no tub I'm afraid. However, the toiletries were provided by Joe Malone, which is a very high quality brand. I was surprised to see them in this room. You got a conditioner, a shampoo, and a shower gel in the shower. The shower head itself was adjustable and had many settings. What I most appreciated is that they put instructions on how to operate the shower. I find so many hotel showers are not intuitive, so it was great that they explained it. The room also included 2 robes, which is perfect for heading up to the swimming pool. There's no stigma about wearing these in the common areas of a hotel. Loads of people were doing it. The hotel was also very generous with the toiletries. There's pretty much everything you could need. They gave us a Joe Malone soap, a Joe Malone body moisturizer, 4 toothbrushes for some reason, a comb, a shaving kit. You really didn't need to bring anything with you. They also had 1 oversized sink, which was plenty large enough to wash your hands without being cramped. The toilet was just a standard toilet. I was kind of hoping for a Japanese toilet, but, they didn't feature it. Overall though, this is a really decent size, and you certainly won't feel cramped in here. In the wardrobe was the other robe I was referring to, a spare pillow, an ironing board and iron, and 4 sets of slippers for you to use to go to the pool. They also had a safe, a hairdryer, and laundry bags if you wanted to get some laundry done while you were here. Most guests only stay here for 1 night, but if you're staying for multiple nights, at least you have the option of whether to get your bed linen changed or not. This is probably an environmentally friendly initiative. I did like the pen and paper by the side of each bed though. This was a wooden pen that was very easy to write with. And the room also featured some very nice artwork. One thing I should note and comment on is the quality of the furniture in this room. This is the table by the ottoman, and it just looked absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure if the video does the colours justice, but this was a really nice table to look at. Similarly, the desk was made of very good quality wood and had a really nice finish to it. The housekeeping staff must have taken a lot of care to polish this. It's these small touches in hotels that can really make the difference and stand out as a good hotel. Also here, this is just the side table by the TV. It was some sort of speckled marble, and it looked really impressive. Again, I'm not sure if the video does it justice. It's time then for us to head up to the famous swimming pool. This is probably why most people stay in this hotel, because let's be honest, it's not the nicest hotel in Singapore, and the prices are really, really high. However, this view, my God, it's incredible. Sitting on the edge of a pool, looking out into Marina Bay, I can see why a lot of people want to stay here, myself included. It's also not until you get here that you appreciate just how large this pool is. As I said earlier, it's 150 meters in length, which is 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools in length. And it has a capacity in peak period for nearly 4,000 people. As you can see here, even though it is in fact an infinity pool, there's actually no risk of you falling over the edge. There's about 2 meters between the edge of the pool and where you would actually tip out into Marina Bay, so it's very safe, and you certainly won't feel afraid here, even if you're scared of heights. An interesting thing did happen during our stay though. As you can see in the background, there's a thunderstorm coming, and therefore they had to clear out the pool. Unfortunately, being in a swimming pool on the 57th story when there's a thunderstorm coming is perhaps not the best idea. It was perfectly safe. As you can see in the background, there are lightning rods to make sure that the lightning never actually hits the pool. But it's more of a better safe than sorry kind of thing here, and I wasn't complaining. It did, however, allow me to take some of these shots of a pool with nobody in it. The pool's normally packed with people. Like I said, it's got a capacity for 4,000 people, so to see it with nobody in it, that was quite rare. And I liked taking this video before I went indoors, just before the rain hit. We went back at night just to take another look at the pool. The pool is open till midnight, so there's no problem if you want to do this. Seeing the Singapore skyline lit up at night with all the neon colours, it was a very different view to during the day, and I really liked coming for both the day and the evening to check out the pool. As I promised you earlier, this is the view from the room at night. I'm not sure if you can quite make it out, but that's Gardens by the Bay in the background. It looked really nice with all of the super trees lit up. We didn't see the light show from our room because we actually went into the Gardens by the Bay to see it. The next morning, I got up bright and early to come and have a look at the sunrise from the 57th floor pool. What was unexpected to me was how empty the pool was at this time. I got there at about 6:45, and from 6:45 to 7:15, there were maybe 1 or 2 people in the pool. Considering it's got a capacity of nearly 4,000 people, and it's normally very busy, It was so cool to see it with virtually nobody in it. It did feel like I had the pool to myself, and I enjoyed just floating around here for half an hour, taking in the view, doing some laps before I went and had my breakfast. The pool opens from 6 o'clock in the morning, so you could get here even earlier if you wanted to, if you're that keen. On the other side of the 57th story, you can look out onto the gardens by the bay. I'm sure this would look even better at night, although I didn't take any video then. Overall, I really enjoyed my stay at the Marina Bay Sands. I would stress it is not Singapore's nicest hotel, and it's very expensive compared to its competitors. That said, what it is unique. There is no other hotel in Singapore, or perhaps even the world, that has that pool at the top. I would highly recommend staying here, but maybe just for 1 or 2 nights. Don't do longer than that.